But that wasn't the only race that went down. Also, men's side, Kipchoge, he said he wanted the record again.
Yeah, he was kind of going for it. And then I think halfway through he realized that he was off.
Yeah.
His first half was, 1 hour, 22 seconds. And and then eventually the mind just shifted and was like, okay, first half didn't go like I wanted, like I was expecting. So I'm going to pivot and just go for the win now.
Yeah.
And I feel like in this instance, I don't know if he had the pressure of breaking another world record, just kind of going into the race, but I would think he would just want to go for the big win.
Yeah, so let's, counting up now all of his majors. He has won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 majors, including 2 Olympic titles. That counts as a major. So 13 notable marathon victories. He's probably won some other marathons, obviously, that aren't part of the world majors. But 13 notable marathons, with 1 silver being in 2013. He said a couple other 6th or 5th place finishes, like at Boston and in London in the rain. But 13 now wins.
Yeah.
First one was in 2014 in Chicago. And now he's still going strong all the way through 2023. That was his 5th Berlin win. So he has 5 Berlin wins. He has 4 London wins. He has 1 Chicago win. He has 1 Tokyo win. But he has 0 New York wins and 0 Boston wins. This guy needs to have at least a win in those 2 races. He has to. Now he has yet to even run New York. So I'm guessing maybe he does New York Marathon next year after the Olympics. That would make sense maybe, because the Olympics will be in August. He could then run a late fall marathon.
Yeah.
And then maybe he runs... Does he do Boston again in this coming year in 2024 April? So he'll run Boston in April, Olympics in August, and then New York in November, and then call that a career?
Call that a
Go
career.
3-0 in 2024?
I'm all for it.
That'll be hard. I mean, if anyone can do it, he just ran 2:02. There's not a lot of men out there who are running 2:02.
Yeah.
So he's still the best. It's weird to even put doubt on him, but when you see him finish outside the top 3 in Boston, you think oh, he's human.
Right.
But then, a few months later, he goes out there and runs 2:02. So the guy is still fit. He's still healthy. I think that's his plan. I think he's going to do Boston, Olympics, New York, all in the same year. And then you would think that would be the end. But it's Kipchoge.
Remember, he might run in a few turkey trots. So.
Yes, he's going to do some turkey trots. Get him in the turkey trots. That's your chance to get the victory over Kipchoge. On the men's side, also, U.S.-wise, I think Jared Ward was the top American who only beat the women's champion by 12 seconds.
Weren't we talking about this last week? How you just gotta make sure you're just ahead of
the fastest woman ever.
Fastest woman.
If Jared Ward made sure he was. He's like, all right,
I gotta do it.
I gotta be faster than the women's world record time, which at the time was 2:14, but then it became 2:11. He's like, I gotta run a little faster. Some of the American men like Scott Fauble and Jared Ward were eyeing the Olympic standard, which is much faster this year than in previous years. But so right now, no U.S. man has the standard. And people like the clickbaity headline, will America not send someone in the marathon? We still will probably likely send 3 because there is ability to qualify for the Olympic marathon via world rankings. And right now, 7 men have a world ranking on the U.S. side that is high enough to be selected to run in the Olympic marathon. Now, that ranking changes as we get closer to the deadline in 2024, but there's no, rankings will go up and down. Everyone wants the time, but hey, if the American men, they got to be able to run 2:08. It shouldn't be this hard. It makes...
Gordon Mack, let's sign you up for a full marathon. Have you run 2:08?
Well, there's hundreds and hundreds of men who do it who just happen to not be from America. Mm-hmm. So if it's not like a human thing, it's an American thing.
A human thing.
Because humans are doing humans are doing it all the time, but American humans are not. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what it is. I think the way they trained maybe in the NCAA system, where they kind of focusing on racing and just competition, which is a great thing to focus on because at the end of the day, winning is all that matters. It's not about time trialing.
Right.
But in the marathon, you got to be able to kind of time trial. You got to be able to click off those miles and not just compete for the win or for the place, but compete against the clock. And, you know, the American men just have yet to figure that out. They're talented enough. I think a lot of the American men have the ability to run, 207s, but just for some reason can't put it together at the right moment. The women are doing it. The women are running fast. Now, there could be an argument like, is the standard for women equal to the standard for men? Like, whatever you could do, bring out the tables and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. It doesn't look good when, you know, there's not even an American in the. I think Jared Ward finished like 30th or something like that.
Somewhere in that ballpark.
Yeah. So, again, we have Chicago. New York won't be fast. Chicago could be fast. We'll see after that, but it's looking like the Olympic marathon trials is going to have a lot of, not confusion, but intrigue, because everyone's going to be like, all right, no one has the time, so you need the place, you need the ranking, who's going to be, and it's just going to be interesting.
It just adds a lot more pressure at that point.
Yes. And most likely they're not going to run the time at the trials,
right?
Because it's not going to be a fast enough course. And people are going to complain. The marathoners are going to be like, this is not great. It's like, run fast. That's all you got to do.
Gordon's message.
Just run fast.
Just run fast.
I can't run fast, and I will never be able to run as fast. But at the end of the day, there are humans who are doing it. Mm-hmm. You know.
So just do it.
So just do it. Yeah.
Simple, right?
It's simple.
Well, it's simple.
You know.
Run fast.
I think there's a little bit of like, maybe I'm wrong, but like, USA is so used to like, if you're top 3 in the US, you go to the Olympics in most events. And so there's this like understood like feelings like, I should be able, if I'm top 3 in America, I deserve to go to the Olympics. And that's not how it works.
No.
It's not about being top 3. You have to be top 40 or top 50 or top 80 in the world if you want to go to the Olympics. But we kind of just are, it's just always been known that if you're top 3 in America, you likely are top 80 in the world.
Yeah.
But men's marathon, top 3 in America is not top 80 in the world.
It's not
top 80 in the world.
Yeah, it's tough.
So,
tough world we live in.
We'll talk more about the marathons as the season continues, but there's currently a void in U.S. men's marathon, and we're still waiting to see where it's going to all play out.